Yeah.
Okay, when everybody else is quiet and settled, then I
Nobody is
can hear
here.
everybody rustling around. So
Nobody.
There's no one here, Dr. John.
Only you are there.
There's no one here.
there's nobody there. They're all disappeared.
Yeah.
They're all nice, running away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm present now. I'm going to do my case study in Star Wars.
This is yours, right?
Star Wars, an American epic space opera created by George Lucas. And the first film is created on 1977. Before that, in 1974, the original screenplay was written in Dark Horse Comics publishing books. This is the original screenplay. You can watch on this. Yeah, can I skip? This is the original screenplay, and the Star Wars, the franchise of films, the novels, comics, televisions, and video games, radios, and these all we can go through on the next slides, following slides. The Star Wars films. Actually, in 1977, the first film was started as A New Hope. That's with the name of Star Wars by 20th Century Fox, and followed by three years intervals. Two prequel films are produced as 1980 as The Empire Strike and 83 as The Return of the Jedi. These are original Star Wars trilogy movies. And after 16 years, in 1999, the Phantom movies, and 2002, The Attack of the Clowns, and 2005, Revenge of the Sith were produced. These are prequel Star Wars trilogies. And in 2012, actually, Walt Disney bought Lucasfilm for $4 billion and announced they will be producing films, 3 films, new films they announced, but the first was supposed to scheduled to be released on 2015. The 20th Century Fox distributing the distribution rights for first 2 episodes, and they are holding rights for until 2020 May. And all of the 6 movies were nominated for Academic Awards, and it got 25 nominated for the Academic Awards, and it got 20, and in 25-10 it won for 10 Academic Awards, and first 3 films it achieved for Special Achievement Awards. There are The New Hope, The Empire Strike Back, and The Return of the Jedi. And the box office success, the revenue is about like $4 billion. The expanded universe for the Star Wars or books, comic book, video games, and the spin-off films like Clone Wars and some television series, toys, and other media. The books, the first comic books were published by Marvel Comics in 1978, and followed by The Splinter of the Mind as I. In radio, the first they have broadcasted in National Public Radio in 1981, and it's followed by the New Hope. The next films, Empire Strike Back and Return of the Jedi, are broadcasted in the same National Public Radio. And for other films like in addition of the 2 trilogy films, the Clone War films, and the Clone War films on 2008 is published by Disney. It's an animation film by Gen D. It's created by Gen D. It's an animated TV series, and the following several films or Star Wars Holiday Special in 1978. It's a TV series, like only once is released, and it's notable for the character of Boba Fett. He is first incorporated as the expanded universe in TV film. And next is in 84 Caravan in Ewok Adventure and Battle of the Ender. These are the several films they have created in following years. And Lego Star Wars, it's a comedy spoof based on Clone War films. And the animated series, following the Star Wars films, they have made a lot of merchandising, animated films. The droids and Ewoks are simultaneously released as animated series on 1985. As droid, the character of for the episode Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, and the Ewok, the character they have taken from the Return of the Jedi. And the 2014 and fall 2014, they supposed to release an animated series between episode 3 and 4. It's a special start for a Disney Channel and air on Disney XD on fall 2014. This is Star Wars Rebels. On the literature, like it has published in Los Angeles Times as a Star Wars newspaper strip. Games from 1977, it has a lot of games, video games, tabletop games and board games, and in the name of Star Wars. And the games or board games or the first begin as 1977 by Kenner, Escape from the Death Star. And the next games are video games in 82. It was published by Parker Brothers. After the video games, the first video game, the space flight simulation games and role-playing video games, RT games, a lot of games came out. And the tabletop role-playing games, or 3 tabletop are developed by West End Games, Wizard of the Coast and Fantasy Flight Games. The best-selling games are now Lego Star Wars and the Battlefront series. And now recently games are by the Complete Saga, the Clone Wars, and the Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2 for PS3, PSP, PS2 for Nintendo and Wii. And the trading cards are published by Topps in 1977, and board game and Disney online games or Club Penguin. It was like it's an event based on the films. On August 2013, it was released, the Disney online game. These are attractions. Actually, George Lucas, a partnership with Salim. Is he online? Okay, he's online. Okay, nothing.
You lost me there.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, the attractions or actually George Lucas, a partnership with Walt Disney, and 1986.
I don't have video, I'm sorry.
You don't have video?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to call me back.
Here.
There we go. Thank you, I can see you now for some of it.
Okay, yeah, fine. And yeah, the George Lucas, a partnership with Walt Disney on 1986 to create the Star Tours, and they have opened in 1987. And after that, it was closed. The Star Tour was closed, and they started the ride. So the Disneyland, Disney Hollywood Studios are closed in 2010, and Tokyo Disneyland closed in 2012 to open the rides. So they opened in 2011 in Disney, and Tokyo Disneyland in 2013. The next attraction is the Jedi Training Academy. It's a live show. Actually, it's for teaching kids the Jedi Knights and the Force. The next one is the Star Wars Weekends. It's an annual festival for the Disney World Resort. The event began in 1997. The box office performance. Yeah, from all from for all the movies, like in United States, the first trilogy movies they have comparatively the non-US, the United States is the highest performer, and for the second, the original trilogy movies, the non-US has the more revenues, and totally they have $4 billion revenues. And this is for total franchise revenues. This for toy sales is the largest franchise, $12 billion, and for box office $4 billion, DVD $3 billion, video games 2.9, and book sales another. There's a total $27 billion for franchise.
Wow.
These are Amazon top products. A lot of products for Amazon: movies, books, sports, games, jewelry, musical instruments. A lot of products are selling by Star Wars franchise. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Any
you.
particular insights that you have found other than the numbers and the reporting? Is there anything unique or any patterns that you're seeing repeated or any original thought about what all the data that you're able to present here?
I have lot about, like, they have the following years. What to say? They have a lot of films, a lot of games. Their following years, they are producing, they are publishing the different franchises. But I don't know why in 3 years intervals they are publishing the movies.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Okay, good. So those are the types of things I'm looking for a little bit in addition to the
Mm-hmm.
to just the data. You got a
Okay.
good timeline. You've got all the data. We see how they're going. We see how it's broken down.
Mm-hmm.
How the relationships are working with Disney, et cetera, growing into rides, and how the animation series are being emerged, et cetera.
Yep.
So, I want you to think about, if you consider this done,
Yep.
what could you add a layer of your own analysis on top of it?
Yeah, I was searching for the intervals of the 3 years. I don't know. I couldn't get the proper details for that. Okay,
Well,
I'll
you
do.
just look at that from the actual release date, whether
Okay.
it's a strategy or not. But what I'm trying to get you guys to think about is
Mm-hmm.
what are you observing here? You may not be able to find somebody else's writing that
Yep.
confirms what you're thinking, but if you can point to a reasonable pattern or reason why you're thinking about that, like I said, when we looked at the James Bond thing,
Mm-hmm.
particularly now, one of the things that you did not mention here is that out of the Star Wars franchise came the entire digital film industry. The
Okay.
digital editing came from George Lucas. The digital compositing was accelerated by him. Animation and Pixar was accelerated by George Lucas's investments in the film industry through Industrial Light and Magic, which is now a Disney company
Mm-hmm.
with the acquisition. So it would be interesting to do an overlay of Industrial Light and Magic on top of the series. Okay, so
Okay.
take another pass looking at this and say, okay, when did Industrial Light and Magic start? How did it tie into Star Wars? Why did they create it? And if you look and see the story, they actually have 2 releases of Star Wars. They have one which was theatrical, that was cut traditionally with special effects that were done in the traditional way, and then they had a re-release later on, almost 20 years later, a director's cut that was actually the way George Lucas wanted it, when his studio could actually create the effects that he really wanted to see in the original film. So I think in your case with this particular element, what's missing is the impact that this particular franchise has had on the entire filmmaking industry.
For entire film industry, the franchise is missing.
No, what I'm saying is the impact that Star Wars has had on the production side of the film industry is something that I would like you to investigate a little bit more.
Okay. Okay.
And that's
I'll do
through
it.
the concept through his sub-company called Industrial Light and Magic.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And if you want to email me outside, that's fine. But this one's too important to skip. It's more than books and television and different pieces
Okay.
for visual effects, production and animation
Mm-hmm.
of the franchise.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it. And also the 3D, from 2005, they're stating to release a 3D, but they are postponing for the concentrating of episode 7. So the 3D they didn't release it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
Good.
done. Thank you.
Now, the other interesting thing is what's going to happen in the future. So George Lucas is no longer in the next film. He's not directing.
Yep.
So it's now, I believe, J.J. Abrams is going to be the next director
Yeah.
in Star Trek as
Yep.
well. So J.J. Abrams has directed Star Trek. So look at George Lucas's role as well, kind of the way Rudmila showed all the different directors
Mm-hmm.
against the different films. You'll
Yep.
see that George Lucas directed many of them.
Yep.
And then he had a couple other, and now he's not directing at all.
Yep.
And now it's been sold to Disney, etc. So those are two things.
Yeah, I can
where's
show
it
that.
going in the
Yeah,
future? And
because
what's
it's all in
coming out.
wiki, but because of the duration of time, I have reduced a little bit. Okay, I'll do it. Yep.
These are not negative points. They're how to make it better.
Okay, thank you.
Right? So how
Thank
do we make it better? I'm just giving you two ways to make it better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Very good start, son.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Thank you.